A lot happening yesterday here in Brussels, the final EU leaders summit for the year. But I have to ask you, the big worry is the new variant. It's Omicron. And I remember you were the first person who said by July this year, everyone in Europe would have a vaccine. There would be herd immunity. So given that you do seem to have a good oracle, is everyone going to have a booster shot? And when is that going to happen?
Well, no, that's very true. The vaccine strategy has been yesterday again. Very high topic for everyone. The good news, if I may say so, is that we have enough vaccines for Europe. We have enough vaccine also for the booster. We're producing more than 300 million doses per month. But of course, we still need to convince 15 to 17% of the population to be vaccinated. And also now to make sure that everyone who is eligible will be able to get the booster. And it will be the case. We have the quote-unquote ammunitions, including with the new booster that we will adapt now for the variant. But of course, now we need to rush.
And how many million doses do you see when? You know, I know you're working specifically with mRNA. This is Moderna, Pfizer. Yeah. You're not working with AstraZeneca. Many reasons for that. But when do you see the deliveries for those booster shots?
Well, we just ordered a new 180 million doses now. With
180 million.
180 million now with the new, let's say, vaccine to be adapted to the variant. But of course, we know that what is extremely important, because in fact, I think everyone should understand that we have two pandemics. In fact, we have still coping with the Delta variant, and which is the vast majority here in continental Europe. So we need to get vaccinated, and we have more than enough, of course. And now, of course, to be prepared for the new one, the Omicron, and we will be ready. But also, I think it's important to know that we are the first, from far, exporter of vaccine worldwide. Above China, above the US, above everyone. We will continue to export to everyone, including for our British friends, which are depending so much from us and are in a so terrible situation.
And of course, that is a message that Europe always likes to remind the UK. We are exporting vaccines there. You say they're in a terrible situation. When you look at what is happening, it's terrible, you say. When you look at what's happening in the UK, does that scare you? Does it worry you? Or actually, do you feel ultimately the same is going to happen here? Is it specific, to the UK?
Again, we have to be very cautious. What is important is that, of course, the UK is so depending from Europe for so many things, including for the vaccines. But I want to be today to say to our British friends, don't worry, we will continue to deliver what you need.
And the message that you're passing on is clear. I wonder what the reaction would be in London.
No, the message is that in Europe, we handle this together.
And, you know, I have to ask you the other issue that was very contentious yesterday, but I know you're very direct and you're going to give me a clear answer on this. On nuclear energy, it does seem that bills are now going up in Europe. There's a big energy crisis happening going into Christmas. Is nuclear a good idea or not?
Well, I have been always extremely clear. In order to achieve our Green Deal and the zero CO2 emission by 2050, we will need nuclear energy. Everybody is saying the contrary. It's just not saying the truth. Because we need, on one hand, to double the electricity that we produce. Today, we are producing already 26% of our electricity for nuclear, so there is no way that we will be able to do this without nuclear energy.
So you say there's no green transition without nuclear energy. If you say that, it's a lie.
I'm clear. It's just, and I think everyone understands this. So now, of course, the question is that in the so-called taxonomy, which is again how to organize ourselves to finance what is needed to achieve this Green Deal. So now the question is to put in a delegated act how to handle the situation with gas and nuclear energy. And I have no doubt that we'll be able to reach an agreement in the next few weeks.